なぜトランク借りていい？
私2時間ぐらい寝たんじゃない？
2時間ぐらい寝
He's a breeder in Japan, breeds all like carpet pythons and all the morphs, you know, like all the xanthics and granites and stuff.
And do you see she just
マンゴリなんだな。マンゴー丸飲みだ。マンゴー丸飲みだ。さすがについばむよな。
She gets a whole later. I think she will pick it up. So she just
あ、トマトか。
Yep. Just comes out the
下
other end.
下からこっちの方がいいんじゃないですか。
She's got a good stomach on her.
丸飲みなん。ああ、それ。
おい、ヘタを取れんけ。
ごめん。あ、多分食ってくれた。丸飲みすごいな。あんな、うわ。
飲みやもん。ハオシの中使うで。
はい。
ハオシの中使うで。
ハオシャかなって言って。
You know this one? It's a turkey.
Turkey,
yeah.
Turkey.
こいつくちばしにどうなってんの？
これ
マジっすか？
これ七面鳥ですこれ。
So the turkey and the chickens, they're just, and these ones, just pets.
Pets.
But these birds here, black and white, they're wild.
Oh, wild.
So they fly in. And more emus up there. And what's this one? Goats.
A goat.
Goat, yeah.
内陸の方だってやばいっすよね、はい。
そうですよ。
You gonna have a go?
Yeah.
撮りましょうか写真。
The reason I say that is the kangaroo does. The kangaroo's a lot more agile than a wombat, and we come up from seeing one eating roadkill out west. This guy that you'll see in a minute, he tried to eat me a few times yesterday. This girl here, her name's Charlene. Coming?
あ、もう一匹来た。
Oh, there.
うお。
でかっ。
Yeah.
Can you say I'm here?
Just stay there for a minute. Talk about Charlene.
Come in here, coffee.
So Charlene, as I said, female estrone saltwater crocodile. Believe it or not, she's a very big one. So the females don't get that big. She's sitting at about 3 meters long. She probably weighs between 180 and 200 kilos, somewhere around there. Now the biggest female that we've ever heard recorded was 3.2 meters. It's only 20 centimeters longer than she is now, and still would have been under 300 kilos. So she's very large for a female. Her age, she's at least 50 years old. She was collected as an egg by a fellow by the name of Charlie Tanner out of Cooktown. That was before protection. Protection in Queensland was in 1974. However, she'd been collected a few years beforehand. That's why we say she's roughly 50. If she's not, she's in her late 40s anyway. Now, if you look inside of her mouth, you'll notice she's got bugger all teeth. Now, a lot of people get under the false impression that she's harmless because of that. You guys heard that jaw pressure there, though. You definitely don't want your hand stuck inside of her mouth. Come on. Now, Daniel decided to try to test her out. He actually threw the shin bone of a cow inside of this girl's mouth to see what she could do. And he said to put it in a human perspective would be like handing you a matchstick and say stab with your fingers. So this girl just cracked it 3 times. Each time she'd crack it, she'd flick it in her jaws. That made it pliable enough to be able to slide down her throat. As we say, a large crocodile like a big fellow we're going to see soon, he can bite down with at least 1 ton per square inch. Now, if you go over to that animal, rip his teeth out, then let him bite you, do you think it changes the result? No. Glad rat for brains either way. They don't need teeth. Now, what happens to their teeth when they hatch? You've got between 64 and 66 of them. They're constantly replacing them. So if she knocks a cap off, it regenerates. But if she bites a bone hard enough or gets headbutted by another crocodile hard enough, breaks the tooth into the root of the jaw, that one never grows back. So 50 odd years of breaking bones, arguing with other females over territory, and headbutting her ex-boyfriends. You get to this age, you've got bugger all teeth. So it's a natural process. You see a lot of wild, old crocodiles with little to no teeth. They survive perfectly fine. It's all for the same reasons. All right, any questions on her? All right, I'll try and give her one more snap, and then I'll bring her boyfriend over for you. Come on. Oh, that was hopeless. Come on.
うわ、すっごい音すんな。
Come on. Alright, now this guy here, his name's Pearl. Now, despite his name, he is a male saltwater crocodile. Where he got his name from, you didn't meet any of the BREDL'S today, unfortunately. One's at the dentist and the other one just had a shoulder operation, so he's in bed. But, Cherie's granddaughter Cherie's granddaughter claimed this guy as a pet. When we did tell her that, when she did, we told her that it was a female. She grew into a he very quickly though, so we kept the name anyway, it suits him. He's a wild caught crocodile. He comes out of the prawn farm out of Cardwell. We got him about 5 years ago now, so he's a hell of a lot smaller than to what he is now. And to give you guys a reference of size, every person in Australia that has been killed by a crocodile, except for one, has been killed by a crocodile at 3.5 metres or larger. That fella there, he's 3.4, so he's technically safe to swim with.
Rock, paper, scissors.
No, it gives you guys a little bit of an idea of what size crocodile it actually takes to kill a human. He is right on the borderline. He'd be able to kill a small adult. It's unlikely to happen, but it could happen. A large adult is very unlikely to happen. Too much body mass, too much risk on his behalf. Comes down to relation of size. Any questions on him? If you want to put your cameras on record, if he does this right, it is quite impressive. He did it good yesterday, but that's a lamb leg bone from a lamb shoulder roast. So we'll stick it in his mouth and hopefully he cracks it for you. Come on. Come on, break it.
So strong.
Like nothing. Yeah. It gives you a little bit of an idea of the jaw pressure of him and that, and he wasn't even really trying there. Alright, any questions on him?
It's almost like blonde, his head.
Yeah.
That's an unusual colour. I've never seen one like that
different
before.
to snakes. You look at coastal carpets, different colours all over the place. This colour, we've got a few crocodiles from Cardwell. He's from Cardwell, and all the ones we've got are
It's like a caramel gene almost, isn't it?
But for some, I think it's just natural pigmentation, but that pigmentation slides better in that area for some. We've got a lot of crocodiles from different areas, but the three from Cardwell.
Excuse me, what different color? What different color too?
To him, he's just a very pretty one. Most of them are like her, pretty dark.
Darker?
Yeah, for the most part, but you get ranges.
Right.
I have seen smaller crocodiles, his colour on his head, but over his entire body too. And a lot of the time they're in like freshwater streams that are really clean water. Because if you get a baby crocodile, put him in a light tub, he'll go light. You put him in a dark tub, he'll go dark. So I can imagine the adults would do the same thing, just not to the same degree.
So Tommy, this one with the blonde head is a Cardwell locality, like near Cairns.
You like to hold on tight, we'll head forward, we're going to go have a look at back up.
So I've got a question. When you say that you wouldn't want to kill like a human,
I don't know if Kelly explained it about the cassowary, but if you hand raise a cassowary, it thinks you're a cassowary. Hand raise a kangaroo, thinks you're a kangaroo. When they reach sexual maturity, they will try to kill you. This guy is no different. Said his name's Fat Guts. He's roughly 4.2, 4.3 metres, somewhere around there. And he's probably around 600 to 700 kilos in weight. The really cool thing about this animal, we know exactly how old he is. You said you didn't meet him, but Zeb's, Robert, actually Hatchie's, just mucked me up because I don't have a Breddle here to reference. Rob Breddle, Hatchie's fella from an egg, Tim's son when he was 2 years old. So he referenced it from that photo. Unfortunately for us, he won't reenact the photo for some reason. Now, out of the three brothers, this guy here is by far the smallest. The other cool thing, Charlene, the first crocodile that we fed, believe it or not, is this guy's mum. They are that predictable that we put 40 head of cattle into a big crocodile's pen to mow the lawn. And they are literally that predictable. You can work around them quite easily. And today is by far the most dangerous day. Well, the last couple of days are by far the most dangerous days of me interacting with them. And that's just because of this weather. This weather has sent them AWOL. Yeah. That's why there he was actually just trying to kill that tree because it bumped him. He thought he got me. You give us a pop too. No. So he's a bit hard in the positions he's in because I don't want him to grab the fence. Oi. Oh, little one there. Now you'll notice if I come over here and splash, his brain won't let him go anywhere else. Straight to that splash. He's got that bit of meat in his mouth so he didn't realise. Did you get wet? Come on. Come on. You got a good look at his size.
Yeah.
こんなポンってすごいしますね。すごいですね。
Come on. Come on. You're going to come back out again. This, if you get one of these guys out of the water once and get them back in, they usually won't go back in.
いやこの多分こうなってるんですよね。
Come on.
噛み合わせがあった
Bit
時
of
の。
Christmas ham for him too.
Yeah.
Alright, this guy here, his name's Brian. I just had to run around and beat him in here because I didn't want him trying to push me into the fence. But yeah, Brian here, he's a wild caught crocodile. Rob actually captured this fella from the wild 37, 38 years ago, somewhere around there. He caught him out of the Murray River just south of Tully. He was a problem crocodile around a boat ramp at the time. And back then he was a private contractor for National Parks and Wildlife for catching problem crocodiles, so he caught him and in turn he got to keep him. When he did catch this fella, he was 2.4 metres long, so 8 feet. And last time we measured this fella was over 6 years ago, and he was 4.4 metres. Probably around that 600 to 700 kilos as well, so he's a fair lump of a lizard. Do we have any questions on him?
You're going to point out the ears, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll get to the ears in just a second. So one of the biggest misconceptions about Brian is most people ask us, why are you in here with him? You can look at him, he doesn't run fast, big fat belly, tiny little legs and a great big tail dragging behind him. If you look between his back toes there, you'll notice that they are webbed. We all know what a web-footed animal's for, it's like a duck, it's designed for water. You have a look at his eyes, you'll notice he's got 3 eyelids. He's got one that goes up and down like we do, and a third one there rolls forward. The one that rolls forward is transparent or clear. So he's got goggles for eyelids. So you've got an animal here, goggles for eyelids, flippers for feet, and yet he's running fast. Now, the ears there, behind his eye, that flap of skin there, you can actually seal his ear off. His nostrils, you'll notice he's flaring his nostrils, he can open and close them. And you guys here will be able to see, if you look down his throat, you can't see a great big hole. You guys at the back will be able to show with another crocodile shortly, but his tongue has actually evolved to seal his throat off. So everything points this animal back to water, it just stops him from getting water inside of his cavity. Now in the history of Australia, we haven't lost anyone on the land yet. We've had 3 people attacked on land, they're all very similar scenarios, 2 of them almost identical. They were camping very close to the water, being out fishing, and put the offal and fish bones behind their campsite, which created a scent trail. Crocodile come out to scavenge and by chance has picked up a person. Thankfully they all did survive. The case that happened in Cape York, they got an opportunity to shoot the animal during the attack, so they got an accurate measurement of him. He was 4.8 metres long, so roughly 40 centimetres longer than him. The tent was pitched exactly 5 metres from the water's edge. Way too close. Go back 40, 50 metres, don't leave your scraps around, you won't have that problem. Every death has been in the water. See, I didn't even know where he was. See the bubbles back here? That's his female. See, she'll pop her head up. Come on, darling. She did have a big feed yesterday, though. Come on, quick. Come on. Come on. Now the rattling bucket in his brain, he just thinks it's a little animal that he could kill. You can see he killed one last week.
Oh, it's killed one bucket. Yeah, there's a bucket there.
Come on. We've got a half decent look at him there. This guy here, as I said, his name's Gallopin. Gallopin's our largest crocodile. Last time we measured this fella, well, the last measurement for the last measurement, he was 5.02 metres long. So we were saying that this fella here had the potential of becoming the Guinness World Record holder. Some of you may have heard in the last 2-3 weeks, unfortunately, we lost Cassius. Cassius is the largest crocodile recorded alive today. As I said, he's not alive today because he passed away, but his measurement was 5.48 metres, which is the length of the cage you guys are in, plus 8 centimetres. Now, they claimed he was over 100 years old. They don't know that. They were just plucking numbers out of the air because he's wild caught. It's impossible to age him.
長きにわたるオーストラリア旅の、動画いかがだったでしょうか。本当にですね感慨深く、僕も自身もすごい、新たな目線でこうカーペットパイソンであったりこう爬虫類たちと向き合えるいい機会だったと思います。オーストラリアという国は動物を大事にしていて、爬虫類を飼うにもライセンスがいたりだとか必要であったりですとか、ライセンスを持っていたとしてもこう飼育ケージであったりですとかのこうデータをもらえないと、爬虫類を販売しないっていう国になっていて、動物ファーストですね、アニマルファーストな国だなと思います。実際こうオーストラリアのね爬虫類ショップですとかこう回らさせてもらって、僕自身もこう原宿店をやらせていただいてた時であったりですとか、そういったのをこう思い返すと様々改善点があっただろうなとか、改めて感じさせられるような旅だったと思います。そして、この動画が公開される頃にはもちろん僕はもう日本に到着していて、おそらくこう様々なこうお客様ですとか皆様にこうお会いできている可能性があるかなと思うんですけれども、今回オーストラリアの旅をこうサポートしてくださったスコット・アイパーさん、そして魔界でさまざまなこう手厚いやサポートしてくれたマイク、そして今回のこの旅に、行かせていただいた会社の皆さん、ボス慎太郎さん、マネージャー吉貝さん、竹穴店長、幸雄さん、田中ファーム部長、本当に感謝しています。本当ありがとうございます。さまざまな方の支えのもと、今回のオーストラリア旅が実現して、いろいろトラブルもありましたけれども最後まで日程を終了することができて本当に安心してますし、嬉しく思います。ただ10日間今回取ったんですよね。実際こう活動できたのは約9日間ほどくらいだったと思うんですけど、まだまだちょっと足りないことであったりですとか、もっとね日程欲しかったなとか、他のカーペットも野生のやつ見たかったなとか、もういろいろちょっと欲望が出てきて、さらに時間が欲しいなっていうふうに思ったんで、支えてくださってありがとうございますって言っときながら、会社の皆さんすいません、もっと日程くださいっていうふうにめちゃくちゃ思ってますすいません。またちょっとですね、僕自身はさまざまなところにこう海外に出向いて、いろんな目線からこう爬虫類を楽しめるような、動画であったりですとか、皆さんにこう共有できるような内容をですね、さらに飼育がねこう充実するような情報を共有できるように、いろんなところに出向いていろんな方の意見を聞いて、いろんな生き物と出会い旅をできたらなと思っております。長きにわたるこの動画最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。またこれからもですね次の動画も楽しみにしていただけたらなと思います。ではまたお会いしましょう。バイバイ。